Most people, at some point in their lives, have to go through mood swings. It's natural. Um, I can't talk today. During puberty, you know, how teens get mood swings. But there's another kind that isn't like hormonal. And I've been having a lot of that. You know, with bipolar disorder, it's like you're either really depressed or like manic. But as of late, I've found myself I don't know. Like right now, I seem pretty calm. But yesterday, I was really irritated for no reason at all. My sister got worried. I made her cry. I didn't mean to make her cry. It's just that she kept asking, "Are you okay?" And I kept like not saying anything. I was trying to ignore her, and then I guess I made her cry. And then I guess I cried, but I wasn't sad. I was just irritated for no reason. Um, I mean, it's not the same as, mood swings that, because I went through those mood swings. I went through puberty, wasn't that long ago for me. I'm not even sure if it's over. I know the difference between that and this. It's not like bipolar, which is from depressed to manic. This is more like suicidal to irritated, you know? And the past 2 or 3 days, like really recently, I've been like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like there's this hole inside of me. And it's like nothing can ever fill that hole. It's like it's a black hole inside of me. And, you know, no amount of like food or alcohol or money or sex or anything can take away that feeling. It's like a hole, and I don't like it at all, because there's depressed and then there's really depressed, and I was starting to get better, so of course things had to go badly, but that's what's really been bothering me. It's just that hole. I feel like I can actually feel where it is, like right here, and I feel it's not like I'm empty. It's just I have this hole that. Okay, that's it. I'm not gonna say that because that sounded dirty, but the hole is there and it's not going away, and it can't be filled. I'm not sure why, and I'm sure it's gonna pass if I give it time. But I don't know. I've been thinking about that. Um, I watched this thing today on TED Talks. It was like talking about schizophrenia and like shamans, and how in the East they're referred to as shamans, whereas here they're deemed mentally ill, unmedicated. And they say, you know, they label them with this, and you know, I say it's not really a matter of labeling, it's more like diagnosing specific symptoms so you know what you're treating and how to treat it. But just I honestly don't believe that. I can't believe that. That would drive me crazy. You know, that any of this is real. I know I'm not like a shaman. I guess I believe in shamans. I'm not sure if they're like monks, then that's understandable. But I don't think I have like this spiritual ability. And I read all the comments you guys write. That's why sometimes there's such a long gap between videos, because if you write something upsetting, I'm really, really, really sensitive, like really sensitive. I don't belong on YouTube. I'm just making these videos for you, but like that'll send me into a spiral. It doesn't even have to be mean. Sometimes it's good comments. Just get overwhelmed. But what was I saying? I'm not spiritual. You guys have been commenting like, oh, you should try this. Have you considered trying that? Have you considered like weed? Have you considered all these forms of alternative medicine? And like beta waves, I guess, and astral projection, lucid dreaming, stuff like that. Just getting into stuff like that, and I already did all that. I went through a phase where I was very spiritual. That was before I was diagnosed. I was very spiritual. I didn't think I was a shaman, but you know, I thought I had a power that nobody else had. And I thought about it in a very spiritual way. You know, I meditated, I did all that stuff. Not that I condone meditation. Meditation is great. But yeah, I believed in all the stuff that you guys could think of. I did everything, you know. Like aligning your chakras, and I don't know, it was a while ago, but yeah, I tried everything, and I was still hearing voices. So I figured then they just weren't gonna go away. And if I was schizophrenic, it's like they're not gonna go away. There's no point in really seeing a doctor until it got really, really bad. But before that, before the suicide attempt that led me to be hospitalized in the pediatric ward, before that, I was convinced we had made a plan. Haleo, a couple other aliens that aren't here anymore, and even Benjamin and I, it was the plan. They were the vibrants, and I had to kill myself. Like, that was a big part of the plan. And I kept postponing it. And they were like, when are you gonna, go through with the plan, the plan, the plan? And that voice would get louder and louder. And I didn't actually, say that I wanted to die, because death really scares me. I guess I let it slip that I had to die. It was more like, I don't really have a choice. It's part of the plan. I have to. And that's not rational thinking, I know. But when you're psychotic, you're not thinking rationally. Yesterday I was talking to this guy. Oh my god. He was very difficult. He was me like 6 years ago, talking about all these forms of alternative medicine. The only reason people are depressed is because this world is full of like negative energy, and modern day society is, you know, just stuff like that. And I explained to him, well, because he said, oh, and some people tried to label me bipolar. But I said, fuck that, I don't care. ADD, I don't care. And I was like, we had like, it wasn't an argument. It was more of a discussion. I was just saying, like, I was trying to explain my situation. Like, I was like, well, how do you explain psychosis? Depression is one thing, but then there's psychosis where there's an actual break from reality. That, and when I was like standing outside of my body, that's what I think he said he could relate to. I don't know. But psychosis, I told him that I tried to kill my sister because I loved her. And he said, no, you were angry at your sister, and that's why you did that. And I said, no, 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 no. I remember what was going through my head. I love my sister. I love my sister. I love my sister. I love my sister. And he was like, no, I don't believe that. And I was like, okay, see. And then he couldn't grasp the idea that there are some people who are just sick in their heads. And he's like, oh, you're so negative, and you want to live in your negative world. And I'm thinking, well, this is the real world. I mean, I don't want to lie to myself. He was just talking about good vibes, good vibes. It can't be like good vibes all the time. I wish it was, but what do I do when I get psychotic? Because then I'm not thinking rational at all. And he was just like, no, I don't believe you then. And I was like, no, it happened. I tried to kill myself. He was like, well, you were just having issues and you were angry. And it was like, no, I'm not the angry type. I'm moody, but I don't, I'm not the angry type. That's why it's a big deal when I get irritated. That guy was irritating. But, yeah, he was really beautiful. That's the only reason I talk to him at all. But I can't remember the last thing he said. But I think it was just like, go live in your world of labels and this and that. And it's like, I think that there are people who are diagnosed. Some people who aren't mentally ill that may claim to be. Maybe there are some illnesses that are being overdiagnosed, but that doesn't negate the fact that mental illness exists. And it's not that I'm trying to be negative, I'm just stating the facts, you know, that my brain doesn't look like your brain. And I was trying to tell him that. And he was all like, oh, bullshit, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, there have been and there have been studies. You can look at the MRIs where the brain functioning is actually significantly different compared to somebody who is healthy mentally. And that's not me trying to be negative. That's just me stating facts. And it's like, if I know that, then I can work on trying to treat it. But if I ignore it and think, oh, modern society is this and that, let me meditate and do that. That's what killed my mom. Like, she was spiritual. My dad is spiritual. They're all very spiritual. I'm not so much anymore. I remember after she died, we were like using the Ouija board to like message her. But that was a long time ago. But yeah, I'm not against spirituality. I think that just like any other illness, people can become sick in their brains. And it's not being negative, it's just your brain working differently. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, I've been dealing with overstimulation lately. It's been getting in the way of my studies because I really want to get my GED. But it's like, if I take in too much information, then I might like start crying or something. But yeah, mood swings. What are you gonna do? I was thinking maybe I should go back on antidepressants, and another part of me says, well, they made me fat, and now I finally got back to my regular weight. Do you really want to do that all over again? And they didn't really help that much, if at all. But I mean, I take antidepressants already twice a day. I'm just wondering if I should be taking more. I don't want to take antipsychotics. I don't know if I should be taking them. I don't want to. My psychiatrist didn't really see anything wrong with just me taking the medication that I'm taking. I try to focus on just my anxiety, because that's what's really debilitating in terms of my life. Because if I can't even leave the house, what am I gonna do? Like, at least when I'm psychotic, or sometimes when I'm depressed, not when I'm always depressed, but I can get out and leave the house. Okay, I'm rambling. But yeah. Yeah, I was so into the plan. I was so ready to die. Yeah, see, now I'm hearing talk of a new plan. It's like, I can't adhere to that way of thinking. And, yeah, been having a lot of mood swings. Just been getting irritable for no reason. Which is a symptom of depression, but I don't know. Getting frustrated for no reason. Because I'm not really getting stuff done like I want to. I guess because all the kids are graduating now, it just reminded me that another year went by that I could have been in school. And that makes me upset. But, yeah, that'll be it for now.